Hey folks, welcome back to Highest Gear Reviews. I'm Lou Thomas, and once again, thanks so much for joining me to take a look at another great vehicle. Hey, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, maybe the bell notification button. That way you get alerted whenever I bring you a new vehicle. So today we have the 2022 Hyundai Santa Cruz. This one here is an SEL, it's also an all-wheel drive version. So if you're not familiar with this vehicle, you might have seen them driving around. They're kind of a new one. It's basically kind of like a compact pickup truck. So pretty neat little vehicle. It's a unibody kind of design, so as you can see the bed is kind of integrated into the vehicle body basically. Doesn't kind of have that gap separating the bed from the cab of the vehicle. Compact design. The only other ones that really compete with this is kind of the Honda Ridgeline and the Ford Maverick would be the other one that comes to mind. So let's take a closer look at what we have here. So basically this vehicle has, like I said, a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine. Has an 8-speed automatic transmission. Also uses the H-Track all-wheel drive system from Hyundai. Some cool things about this one is it does have a leveling rear suspension, so as you load things in the back of the vehicle, it'll level itself out evenly. As far as horsepower goes, this particular one, the 2.5, this one's a non-turbo one, so this one's about 191 horsepower, about 181 foot-pounds of torque. You can get an upper model version which has the turbocharged 2.5. That one's going to give you about 281 horsepower, about 311 foot-pounds of torque, somewhere around there. It's a pretty heavy vehicle. It's around 3,700 pounds, so it's not going to be like a speed demon or anything like that, but you can get the 0 to 60 times down to that 6-second mark if you go that turbocharged engine. Some other things, of course, with this one, you can also get a front-wheel drive version. Like I said, this one here happens to be an all-wheel drive version. As far as fuel mileage on them goes, pretty darn good, really. I mean, 21 miles per hour city, 27 miles per hour is kind of what the EPA is rating them. As far as the wheels on it, comes with these nice 18-inch alloy wheels. Pretty decent tires on it, some Kumho kind of like, street-capable tires, I guess you'd say. You don't know, really off-roading tires. Has kind of this like protection deal around the fender wells and stuff, which is kind of the in trend at the moment. Nicely designed mirrors as well. It's got that real slim kind of indicator light on there. The front end on these things is really cool looking. We'll take a closer look at that in just a moment, but really nice kind of cool design on there. As far as the color on this one goes, if you like it, it's called Blue Stone. I think it looks pretty cool, kind of a unique color as well. Kind of has the shark antenna on the back there, and of course this open space back here for your trunk area, which is really cool as far as the bed area as well. So a very cool design. This vehicle was designed in California and then built by Hyundai. So if you know anything about Hyundai, they are a fast-moving company. I mean, when they see a market trend, and they jump right into it as soon as they can. The other thing Hyundai does is they adapt the assembly lines. As the vehicles are coming down through the course of the production year, if there's an issue or they want to do an update, they do it almost immediately. They don't wait till the end of the production year. They just kind of go right into it and get it done. So anyway, let's take a closer look at the 2022 Hyundai Santa Cruz. So, like I said, this vehicle is all new. I mean, it's just a completely new vehicle, right? New segment, kind of the small compact pickup truck class. Front end on these is really cool looking. It's kind of got that new kind of Hyundai, really cool looking front end. You got these kind of daytime running lights right through here that look really neat. Nice big fog lights down here as well. And just a really cool looking front end. I mean, this thing looks really neat in the nighttime. Nice proud Hyundai logo right there. Just a sharp looking vehicle, real nice lines on it, crisp lines and everything. So I think they did a really good job. I mean, just looks cool. So as far as the rear of the Santa Cruz, I mean, I think they've really done their homework. They kind of looked at what everyone else was doing and incorporated it into their little pickup truck. And this is kind of a first for the North American market anyway, as far as Hyundai having a pickup truck. So some of the features back here, like I said, it's all been designed in California, design studios there. So it's kind of a really hip, kind of cool vibe to the vehicle. Really nice sculpted taillights. I really like the way they did this and integrated them into the bed as well. Sorry, the tailgate, sorry. As far as when you open it up as well, it's got this kind of cool, just press the button. It's like the real soft opening type feature. Closes just as easily. It does have this kind of embossed look on here with the Santa Cruz. I think Ford kind of started doing this with the F-150s and stuff and the F-250s, but looks really cool. The Santa Cruz put in here. Nice kind of diamond kind of a pattern on the plastic here above the bumper. Gives you a little bit of traction and stuff like that. It does have this little feature here with this little kind of like little step hold here, so you can kind of jump up and get inside and do whatever you're doing in here. So I mean, just a really cool looking, fun looking little vehicle. So as far as the bed of the Hyundai goes, it's got some cool features. Like I said, kind of just press the button here, boom, soft opening, right, drops down. As far as bed size go, I mean, it's not huge. This is kind of designed to be more of a fun getaway type vehicle. You know, taking out your camping gear, some of your camping gear, going to have a fun weekend out there. Light hauling type stuff. I mean, it's definitely not a work truck, right? It's just kind of a fun little truck to have. One of the other cool features is you kind of lift up this panel here, and this one opens up, and under here you got a whole bunch of storage room. And this is actually, I mean, really neat. It does have a plug right there, so I'm assuming you can use it as a cooler or something. Then you pull this plug and it'll drain all the water out of there as well. So, and it's dropped real nice. It's kind of got this plastic bed liner, which is really nice as well, so you don't have to get it sprayed in. It has a bunch of these little cargo hold downs as well, so you can tie down your bicycles, mountain bikes, all that kind of stuff. And with the tailgate down, I mean, you've got pretty good room back here, you know, plus you've got a couple little cup holders here, put your cups in there and stuff. So yeah, nicely done. There's a couple of panels here as well. You can open these up, and you've got more storage on the side as well. And I think they just, like I said, just a good job. You can get the LED lighting back here as well, which is pretty handy for some people. But just kind of a cool little kind of getaway, have fun, little type pickup truck. Like I said, it's not a commercial grade vehicle. You're not going to be a contractor using this, but for your getaways, you know, running to the beach, up to the mountains, that kind of stuff. Fun little vehicle. So, under the hood of the Santa Cruz. Now, I'm going to say this hood is very heavy. I'm kind of surprised just this one little prop rod here, but it is a heavy hood. But anyway, underneath here, nice plastic panel. Everything looks clean and neat. Easy to get to where you need to get to. Washer fluid, your coolant, engine oil, all that kind of stuff. Just easy to maintain, easy to get to. Easy to get to the air filter as well. So, there you go. Engine on the Santa Cruz. All right, as far as seating position in the Santa Cruz, let's take a look. So, here we go. Nice and easy to get into. Has that kind of high sill height as well, so it makes it real easy to get into. Like I said, I'm about 6'5", about 270 pounds, and I fit really nicely in here. Lots of headroom. Leg room feels really good for where I have my driving position set. Steering feel wheel's good. Has all the standard things, kind of like the tilt cruise and all that kind of stuff, which surprisingly some of the new vehicles still don't have as far as the telescoping feature. Steering wheel feels good. It is kind of the plastic wrap steering wheel, this trim level, but still nice. So now feels good. Like I said, I'm a pretty big guy and I fit in here really easily, so you shouldn't have any problem at all. Everything looks nice, and let's take a look behind the wheel. So let's take a look at the interior in the 2022 Santa Cruz. So like I said, this one's the SEL, so it's kind of a lower trim package. There is one below it, then there's a couple above it as well, kind of limiteds and all that kind of stuff. But all in all, really nicely done, really. I mean, the dash, like I said, everything's new in the vehicle, right? So I mean, it's just kind of cool. The dash is really neat. It has this kind of integrated silver, kind of stainless steel looking as well. And it's kind of hard to see, but they kind of hide the vents in there as well, as far as the flow pattern and everything like that goes. So really nicely done. It's not overly dramatic. It's not like Liberace in here or anything. It's just nicely done. This one has the analog gauges, which are nice. You can get a kind of an electronic dash if you want, you know, as far as the upper trim levels as well. Has all your steering controls on here as far as cruise control, lane keep assist, all that kind of stuff, audio controls, all that kind of stuff. Steering wheel, I mean, like I said, it's one of those plasticky steering wheels, but it does feel good. It's a comfortable feeling steering wheel. All in all, pretty nice. I wish people would stop doing this as far as manufacture this piano black finish on here, because this thing just shows every fingerprint and dust all the time. So you want to keep like a microfiber, you know, rag in your car or something just to clean it off constantly, because it always shows the dust. It does have a couple of USB ports down here, 12 volt as well. Nice shifter, you know, it's a true traditional shifter, not a push button deal or anything like that, or a rotary. A couple of cup holders here. This one does have the heated seats as well. Sound system sounded really good. This is the base model, like I said, one of the baser models, but sounded really good as far as the sound system in the vehicle goes. It's about an 8-inch, a little bit over 8-inch display screen on here as well. Has kind of a nice rotary knob here for your volume controls as well. Standard air conditioning, heating, all that kind of stuff. But pretty nicely done. I mean, you know, it is a Hyundai. Okay, it's a kind of an entry level kind of little pickup truck. So there's a lot of hard plastic in it and that kind of stuff. I mean, you know, it's just kind of a, you know, lower end, I guess you could call materials, but still nicely done. I mean, nicely presented. So they did a pretty good job. Push the button here, open this up, got a whole bunch of room down here for some snacks or that kind of stuff. Seats feel comfortable, real supportive. No complaints as far as the seats go, and driving position feels great. Visibility is really good as well. So really, no complaints. I mean, just a nice little vehicle, really nicely designed, and Hyundai's come so far so quickly, and I mean, it's just a great little vehicle. So of course, I'd be remiss to not mention the safety features that are included in the Santa Cruz. Pretty much everything, right? I mean, ABS, lane keep assist, forward collision warning, anti-rollover, obviously stability control. As far as the all-wheel drive system, I'm sure it's just a great little system. So yeah, just a great little vehicle. Fun little vehicle as well. I mean, if you don't want, like I said, the size of that giant SUV or big old pickup truck, yeah, make sure you consider it. All right, folks, here comes that moment of truth. Do I fit in the back of the Santa Cruz? So I did set the seat kind of where a normal person would set it, right? Not a 6'5" person. When I had it at 6'5", it was a little bit tight, I'm not going to lie. It was tight getting back there. But anyway, it's about a normal person, probably about a 5'11", 6-foot person where they would set the seat. Let's check it out. Get in. Doors open nice and wide. Yeah. I mean, I fit. Kind of surprised, actually. So not too bad. Has a cup holder here, which is kind of a cool position for it. I like where they put it there. Of course, electric windows, all that kind of stuff. One of the disappointing things back here is that there's no, I'm looking around, and there are no connections at all for your cell phone as far as power outlets or anything like that. There's none in the center console, which is kind of a surprise. I figured it would have those in here, but anyway, doesn't have any connections for your cell phone, so that's kind of a bummer. There's also no center armrest, which I kind of would have liked to have had as well, and maybe the upper models have that, but anyway, so at least I fit in here. So let's take the 22 Hyundai Santa Cruz out for a quick spin. So right off the bat, actually a room inside the cabin is a lot better than I thought it was going to be, to tell you the truth. You know, I mean, the front seat's pretty darn comfortable. Like I always say, I'm about 6'5" tall. Got quite a lot of headroom in here. I mean, it feels like about 4 or 5 inches of headroom left. As far as drivability on the vehicle, I took it on the highway a little bit ago, and drives real nice, really pretty smooth. The lane keep assist works really well in it. Doesn't have the forward, this one doesn't have the adaptable cruise control or anything, but the actual lane assist works really well, so I was kind of surprised with that. Engine is a little bit buzzy. This is a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine, of course, so I mean, it's working a little bit. It's a pretty heavy vehicle. I mean, these things are around 3,700 pounds, so it's definitely not like a super lightweight, I guess you could call it, but no, it drives along pretty well. This one is all-wheel drive version. You can get some different kind of variants of them as well, with different kind of drivetrain packages and all that kind of stuff, of course. But no, as far as drivability, it feels pretty nice. Steering feels really nice and light. There's various modes you can set it in as well, as far as sport, kind of economy mode, and automatic kind of a mode where it decides what it wants to do itself as far as shift patterns and all that kind of stuff. But all in all, it drives really well. Of course, you got some idiot here driving like a moron, but hey, that's okay. But no, I mean, like I said, drives real nice and smooth. Great visibility throughout the vehicle. So let's kind of slow it down a little bit, and we'll kind of get on it with a 2.5, see how it sounds. I mean, it's not gonna, it's adequate. It's not gonna, leap out into, great warp speeds or anything like that, but it's pretty adequate for the speed that you need to find getting you around where you want to go. When you are cruising, the engine is pretty darn quiet. It is a little bit buzzy on that acceleration. It does have an 8-speed automatic transmission, which is really nice instead of those CVTs. So thank goodness they're not putting those in there. But no, I mean, all in all, I'm kind of surprised. Good shoulder room in it and everything. Feels good. These little expansion joints in the road aren't upsetting the suspension too much at all. So yeah, they did a pretty good job, actually. So I have the Santa Cruz in kind of the sport mode, and yeah, it definitely ups the shift patterns and all that kind of stuff. a lot higher, holds the gears in a lot higher RPM range and stuff. But kind of a fun little mode, you know, and doesn't downshift quite as quickly, so it kind of maintains those gears for you a little bit better, and a little bit harder on the upshifts, all that kind of stuff. So it gives you a little bit more sporty feel. One bummer is this is the SEL package, but it does have kind of this plastic steering wheel, which, I mean, it's not my favorite, but it's fine. As far as the handling goes, felt really good going around some tight corners when I was driving it earlier, and felt really good. No, very little body roll, real controllable. As far as the hitting the big bumps and stuff, I mean, it's a little bit of a clunk in the suspension because, like I said, it is kind of a heavier vehicle. But overall, as far as driving impression, well, they did a good job. So there you are, folks. Once again, another great vehicle, 2022 Hyundai Santa Cruz SEL all-wheel drive. So like I said, if you're looking for a fun little vehicle, one to kind of get away from the hubble and bubble, or whatever you want to call hustle and bustle of the city, head up into the mountains, take some camping gear, maybe throw a couple of little mountain bikes in there or something, or get to the beach and stuff, carry some light gear, this is the perfect vehicle for you. It's going to be easy to drive in the city, easy to park in your garage, just easy to take everywhere, right? Just a fun little vehicle. So if you're looking for something, you don't need a full-size truck, maybe you just want kind of a something to haul some bigger things around and occasionally, make sure you take a look at it. The 2022 Hyundai Santa Cruz.